What's up, guys? I kind of don't know where to start, and here's where I'll start. I've been going to the gym for a long time, and one of the things that have become very apparent is that the big box gyms and even the smaller gyms, I mean, if you go to, I think it actually started probably in the CrossFit space, but if you go, one of the things you're going to notice right away is that the women are naked. There's no getting around it. We've got yoga pants that literally look like they want to live inside of a butt crack. It's weird. It's distracting. It is what it is, right? So what do? We tend to look away. We tend to act like it's not there. We tend to just try to not make eye contact accidentally, right? If you don't go to the gym, none of this is going to make sense. You're going to think, what are you even talking about? But if you do go to the gym or CrossFit, you know this. You see it and you go, but you slowly, over time, become immune to it. It's just like, okay, now it's there, whatever. So why did I make this? To make war with yoga pants? Not today, but one day I will. What I really want to talk about is for men over the age of 30, you've been married to the same person. Maybe you've divorced, now you're married to somebody else. I want for all of you, this is coming from a pastor, a life coach, and I've talked to a lot of men who essentially are having sex. They're lucky to have sex 1 to 2 times a month. That was crazy to me. I was like, that's not my story. But I was starting to notice something and I was like, that's interesting. And the excuses are like all over the map. And I don't think they know like that they should be really nervous. Because I've walked with people through divorce. And one of the first things that starts to like show what's going on underneath the surface is your sex life. And 2 to 3 times a week goes to 2, goes to 1, goes to we only have sex on birthdays, anniversaries, and like holidays. It's like a Christmas gift to one another. It's like Happy New Year's. It's like it's his birthday, so I guess I will. It's her birthday, so I guess I will. No one says it, but it's no. People don't think it's weird because they tell themselves, well, you know what? She's tired. She's been doing a lot. We got a lot of kids. She has to do all this stuff. And that excuse comes up, but that excuse doesn't come from nowhere. And I've been talking to these men, and I know women well enough. I've coached enough of them. I've been a pastor and had enough of those really like, when you're in there with a husband and a wife and they really open up, you hear this stuff. And eventually it's not alarming. You realize they were just the ones brave enough to say that they were dealing with it. They were just the ones courageous to go, something's up, so let's go work on it, or we want a divorce because we know that this is messed up, so we're willing to open up about how bad it really is. And I made this just for men because I don't want to have the argument with women. I'm actually going to make sure that this post that goes out with this video says, Dear Men. All right? My argument, which only means it's going to attract some women too that are going to be watching this. Yes, I see you. But I'm talking to the men. I noticed, being a pastor, being a life coach, something happens at the 10 years, somewhere between like 8 and 12 years of marriage. Somewhere in that window is when divorces start to happen. And I'm not saying sex cures divorce, but it doesn't hurt. All right? And you're probably listening to this going, what the heck does this have to do with yoga pants in the gym? Let me just touch on that. I think every man should start, and I'm starting this too. My family's moving. I'm going to either be a part of a very exclusive gym that's really expensive, that doesn't attract the kind of as many women that want to parade themselves into a gym naked as I'm seeing. Or I'm just going to have a garage gym, which I think we're going to see more and more men choose to do this. Let me talk about it. Men, you are supposed to be driven. You are supposed to see attractive thing and go hunt. You are. That is natural. That is how we are wired. When you get married, it's supposed to be your wife. But because of porn, and I genuinely think the way women dress these days, it's gotten harder and harder for us to stay driven. And it's not because you're busy, it's not because of work. Okay? You still have that drive, but I think as men in this day and age where there's so much accessible by the computer, there's so much accessible, and you just walk out. I went to the grocery store the other day, and there's at least 10 women that I was like, there's nothing I can't see right now. There's nothing I can't see. All right, so I'm trying to buy some ribeyes, and my eyes are looking at something else. And I'm going, is this a joke? Is this real? Am I crazy? All right. You are supposed to do that. But because we dumb things down so much, we look away so much, we've trained ourselves to go, don't look, don't like, don't want, go, go, go. Shield your eyes. It's killing our drive. Then we get home and we want to put that drive somewhere, but our wives, a lot of the wives that I've talked to, don't want to have sex. I'm busy, I'm tired, blah, 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 blah. So the guy is stuck. You are stuck in this place where you're like, I want to do it, but I can't do it. And if you're a Christian married man, you're going, I don't want to go and start looking at porn, and I don't want to cheat on my wife. So what do I do? Well, most of the men I talk to will either cheat on their wife or look at porn. I'm just being honest. If you're one of the men that actually has a healthy sex life at home, just know you're the anomaly. And I'm talking to people that have been married 5, 6 years. Now, your wife probably thinks my body's changed. I don't have that perfect in shape thing like I did in high school or college. I've got some kids, I got some stretch marks, I got some whatever. You don't care. You're still drawn to her. Here's the problem. You aren't telling her enough. When you think you've said it enough that she looks great, that man, you can't wait to do some things tonight. When you think, I told her I love her last week, I told her this morning, say it again. And again. When she looks great, tell her again. If you're thinking about getting flowers, get flowers. Flirt with her like you used to flirt with her. Try to get away with stuff. Spice it up. All right? They are more insecure now. Let me just tell you about some of the women. A woman's life right now. And this is going to be a bad example. If men struggle with porn, some women do, women struggle with comparison. And can you imagine? We scroll Instagram and go, scroll, attractive woman, scroll. They see all that too. They just see more of it. Women in swimsuits and revealing bikinis, changing, look at my outfits. And all of the women that are married with kids, they all look perfect. So what they think is that that's what you see every day. And so they think he's looking at that. So they already feel like they aren't that attractive on their best day. You're going, no, man. Yes, dude. I hear them. I talk to them. They don't look good enough in their eyes. They aren't pretty enough. They aren't sexy enough because they see all of this stuff all the time. And they think you're comparing her to these other girls. Now, guys that are seriously addicted to porn, they are. They are. And it destroys a marriage. It destroys sex life because the women in porn are the exception to the rule. And so you're looking at a rare woman and you're fantasizing about her having sex with another man. I've been fortunate. God healed that at a very young age for me. I do not struggle with pornography. Doesn't make me better. I've got my own struggles. It's different. I'm very fortunate. I know I'm not the norm. Now, these women are seeing everything you see, if not more and more revealing women, unless you just happen to be someone looking up that kind of stuff. Okay? And they're more addicted to Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok than you are. Not only that, but they're comparing themselves to all of their friends that are posting the best looking selves. Let me break this down even more to you. This is the stuff I don't hear anyone talking about. People are talking about low testosterone in men and blah, blah, blah. Guys, it's because men are not getting it. They're not getting any. And they're shielding, they're minimizing. They aren't hunting their wives anymore in a sexual way because they don't think their women want it. Because when they do, they get shut down so much, they end up giving up. The woman isn't shutting it down because she doesn't love her husband. She's shutting the guy down because she doesn't love herself. It's crazy, I know, when you hear this, but it's true. That's why I'm saying you need to communicate this over and over and over and over and over. People say date your wife all the time. Doesn't mean go get Dairy Queen and go do that stuff. That's not going to make you have sex. It's giving her the time and freedom to feel beautiful. And if she feels beautiful, she'll be open to your pursuit. But if she doesn't feel beautiful, she'll just do you a favor or just shoot you down. It's not about you most of the time. All right? Now, think about this. Men have been watching porn, and some women, for a very long time and are addicted. A lot of men are addicted. So, what women have done, and I'm not saying all women, but a lot of women have done is said, instead of saying, hey, I'm not attracted to you being attracted to another group of people having sex, you need to change, or we have a bigger issue here. What most women do is they see that comparison and they compete subconsciously. How do you know that to be true? If you look at most of the people that you see on social media, the cosmetic surgery they're getting butt implants is going like crazy, boob implants are going like crazy, nose jobs, face jobs. Who do they all look like? They look like porn stars. When someone gets a face job or any of that stuff, they're modifying their body to look more symmetrical, but they're trying to look like someone. When women go in for cosmetic surgery, they're trying to look like someone else. They might even tell the person, the Jennifer Aniston, the Kim Kardashian, they want to look like an actual other person, and that other person has had cosmetic surgery to look like another person. So what they're doing is, because they're not firm in their identity as a woman, they're trying to look like another woman who is more insecure than they are. And that woman is a fantastical woman that men fantasize about. Because the fantasies of a man who's addicted to porn is big lips, big boobs, small waist, big butt. So, if they can't afford to look like that person cosmetically, they'll dress like it. Which is why I started this off talking about the gym. The gym, no woman is going, I want to look like a porn star today. They go saying, I want to look cute, which is weird since you're going to the gym to sweat and really hopefully push your body to new limits. So if you want to look cute, you're looking for attention. Who are you trying to get attention from? Men. Why do you want attention from men? Because you're insecure about the attention you have at home or your lack thereof. So you're trying to get it on the cheap. Men who were designed to be aroused and attracted by looks are now getting free looks. They are seeing the sacred, something that we are designed to fight for. We are designed to sacrifice for, even when we're married. We are designed to go, that thing over there comes with a price. And if I want that thing over there, I've got to give up almost everything. Money, time, affection, everything. That's the beautiful thing about women. That when a man is drawn, you are the prize. You are the diamond in the rough. So men, one, get a home gym if you can afford it. Just start out with dumbbells. That's what I'm doing. Our family's moving soon, and I'm starting a home gym. It's not just about protecting my eyes, right? It's about, I don't want to dumb down my desire, my drive. I don't want to go and go, oh, don't look over there. No, I was designed to look over there. I was made to see beauty. I was made to see the sacred. The only problem is I'm not having to sacrifice for it. So I'm trying to dumb down my drive. My wife deserves better. I need to still be driven for her. Right? 2, guys, find your wife's love language and over-deliver. Lastly, listen. Most men think they listen to their wives, but they don't. Most women think they are communicating with their husbands and telling them, but they're not. If there are women, let me say this. I'm going to say women not to listen to this. So men, there's a good chance your woman is trying to punish you by withdrawing sex. I see it a lot. They feel like it's their last card. And there's something or some things that have happened in the past that you may or may not have done that really created hurt. Or it could be their dad did or whatever. But they blame you subconsciously, and their way of penalizing you is saying, you don't get this. You don't get sex from me. If you're having sex 1 to 2 times a month or just on holidays or whatever, I'm warning you now, that is a symptom, one of many, that should be a sign to you going, something's up, and you need to sit your wife down. Don't blame her. Just sit her down and say, hey, what's up? Now, it could be the very beginning of a road towards a destination that you're really scared of. But if you're a man, we were made for this. Just know, usually when stuff like this is brought up to a woman, it freaks her out. So she's going to be on the defensive. So just be open to that. And this isn't going to be one conversation. This is going to be multiple conversations headed hopefully in the right direction. Okay, this is on my mind. It's been on my mind a lot. We went from gym apparel to sex to divorce, back to gym apparel to talking to your wives. And hopefully I'm saving some marriages.